If you told me 20 years ago I'd end up in Albright Gardens, I'd have told you to go jump in the lake. That was because I believed what I was told. But once I came here and saw it and the surroundings and the people, I was more than happy to come and live here.
Really, this place is a community of people who happen to have shared ministry in the United Church. So there's a very wide diversity, and there's a great sense of kind of mutual connectedness between people.
We have retired ministers, we have retired former missionaries, we have retired lay people who are pensioners of the United Church. Whether you were a secretary or an organist or a janitor or whatever, if you had a United Church pension, you qualified for a home here in Albright Gardens.
Well, I've been living here for 17 years now. You can be yourself here and do what you wish. If you want to belong to all the groups, you can. If you don't have to. I appreciate that.
The rental here, about half of what you'd pay anywhere else, and it includes the groundskeeper, it includes the taxes. It's just a very, very reasonable place to live financially.
For us, that was a major consideration. I'm not quite sure what we would have done if we had not found this place. The first thing I love about this place is the location.
We're 3/4 of the way up the escarpment. The Bruce Trail runs along the top of the escarpment.
Vineyards off to the east of us.
So we're kind of in the suburbs, and yet we're only 5 minutes from downtown Beamsville.
It's beautiful.
Well, I'm a nature lover, and the Bruce Trail's right behind the house I live in.
You can hear the birds in the morning, and during the winter you see deer tracks. I mean, I just like this natural kind of environment.
And you can look out from our deck in our front of our house across Lake Ontario and see the skyline of Toronto, and be happy you're missing all the traffic that goes on there.
Very cheap bus fare from here to Toronto. Opportunities for theater and music and just shopping.
We have a pretty good choice. You have Sobeys and you have No Frills. And
we live close to St. Catharines and close to Toronto and close to Hamilton. So what's available there is available for everybody.
You're close to Shaw, the Shaw Theatre. You're close to Niagara Falls. There are so many things you can go to and enjoy.
And also we're stone's throw away from the U.S. border.
For the person who can't drive, there is a little bus that comes around. We'll pick you up twice a week to bring you to do your groceries.
there's a few of us that will drive people if they have to go to the airport, for instance, and pick them up again. And we have, you can get the train in Grimsby, which isn't far.
Well, we have a great community life here. A dozen of us men go down to a restaurant in downtown Beamsville for early morning breakfast, 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. We call ourselves the Romeos, retired old men eating out. We have a good time.
That's when a little bit of theology comes up and a little bit of politics come up and a little bit of stories come up. And we have a good time there in the morning. We get down there early and...
The men collect pennies, and those pennies go towards countries that don't have enough food.
And there's another group who come in, and they started collecting pennies for us too. And some of the people who work in the restaurant collect pennies for it too, so...
And the government matches it by another 4 cents, so 1 penny becomes 5 cents.
We certainly found that this is a lively community and that people enjoy themselves.
You will make lifelong friendships. You will enjoy your whole time here.
There's no obligation. People are free to live the kinds of lifestyles they wish to live.
We have potlucks.
We have barbecues on national holidays. We meet each Tuesday at noon for a bag lunch or go out to a restaurant together. The women have a coffee hour every Thursday morning.
And shuffleboard tournament that's coming up before long.
If you want to go further afield, there is a community center down in Beamsville that caters very much to seniors. In the wintertime, we meet indoors here, and we have films and games, and so we're in the heart of a good bit of healthy activity.
You're amongst Christian friends, which I like about it, and people who care about you. If somebody's sick here, other people go and visit you or bring you something, you know, a dish, a pie, or whatever.
And you know, Bev and I just asked each other, what are we going to have for supper?
So there's a plate for you.
Thank you
now
so much.
Now you have to use your own utensils.
There you go.
Thank you. Lovely.
It's a group of caring people.
Oh, Albright is a wonderful place. The setting is beautiful. This house is lovely, and people are very kind and generous. But they also respect your privacy, and that's why I really like it here. I wasn't sure I wanted to come at first, but boy, I'm sure glad I came now.
There are a lot of facilities for people who need specialist care in medicine. We have McMaster in Hamilton. We have a big new hospital going up in St. Catharines, and we're equidistant from there. We have our grounds taken care of. We don't have to shovel snow in the winter.
The house is looked after. I never have to worry at all. Fire extinguishers are always checked.
And we have our snow shoveled, our leaves collected.
If you need anything done in your house, it's done right away. We have work orders. If something goes wrong with your plumbing, it's fixed right away. If you need a new roof, it's fixed right away, because it's a nonprofit organization.
And when you get too old to climb a ladder, he'll even change your light bulbs for you.
We can do our own landscaping. There's a community garden where several people have planted vegetables, and if you want to plant vegetables in your flower garden, that's all right too.
Wonderful people, beautiful setting, and under unbelievable costs.
We have the peace of mind knowing that if we go away for a little while.
It's watched by two folks. We have a caretaker as well as the neighbors. And this comes especially in handy when you're away for 3 or 4 days. It's a community of care, and no one is invisible here.
Open-minded, caring, accepting.
I believe you'll go a long, long way to find a community of people that is more warm and welcome and have a caring concern for the well-being of each other.
You know, I've never experienced any judgmentalism from anyone. There's quite a broad range of religions, people who go to church, people who seldom go, people who don't go at all. And everybody knows kind of what goes on, but I've never heard a judgmental word about it from anyone, and I don't think it exists.
Well, if you're looking for a good and reasonable place to live where you can sort of be your own master, yet have quite a lot of people around you who you can depend upon and care about you, and you can join in a good fellowship, it is a genuinely nice place to be.
When you're ready to make retirement decisions, contact Albright Gardens as soon as you have some awareness of what your plans will be. Don't wait till the last minute, and then come and join the fun.